want to talk with you today about ayahuasca. You have taught me quite a bit about ayahuasca and others, and you're very great with healing. Could you tell us a little bit in your own words about where this plant medicine comes from and what it is?
It comes from South America. There are different countries where the plant that you use to make this brew grow, and the indigenous civilizations there, the people there that use this medicine for their own initiations, for their own healing, and it has made its way out here to the West, to us, to bring us healing too, to bring us more into our own truth and into our own power.
So as I understand it, there's like thousands of different plants in the Amazon. I mean, it's the jungle, right? Mm-hmm. And there were some tribesmen that just happened to combine a vine and is it a root together to make the brew?
Mm-hmm. There are different compositions. The traditional one is a vine, and then combined with a leaf. And in that composition, it's called ayahuasca.
I mean, I was just thinking that, it's just a pretty wild concept to think that, with all these different plants in the jungle.
See, that was the question I heard.
Right.
How did they come about using these two exact
yes.
vine and leaf and to make it that kind of brew that is an entheogen and that really connects you to an inner wisdom? I think that they probably used other plants that told them the secret, like ayahuasca told the secret about combo medicine.
And combo medicine, what is that?
That's it's a venom of a tree frog that is administered onto your skin and helps you detoxify through a purge.
And purging would be also puking, right?
Yes, throwing up.
Up.
But it could also, come out the south end.
That's a nice way to say it. Yeah. I've always wondered why they call it the purge. Is it just, why don't they just say throwing up, puking, vomit? Like, why is it called the purge?
It's a good question.
It just sounds more professional.
English is not my native language.
True.
So what I feel when I hear purge is like a letting go, the transformation of energies, something that comes from the inside to the outside through, emotions or actually a physical throw up or diarrhea. It's something that leaves your body. That's how I understand purge. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense because you really are purging all the negative traumas out of you, and that's the experience I had. And throwing up is violent. Mm-hmm. Whether you're sick, it could be sick from alcohol, mm-hmm. It could be just health sick, whatever it is. But I don't think anyone's ever thrown up and been like, "Oh, I enjoyed that." Right?
Yeah.
It's relieving, it's cleansing, and it's relaxing. Mm-hmm. And I always go back to this moment of when I first purged, and that was my reaction afterwards, and just a big smile over my face. You don't get that with puking.
No, but also I think it's our mind that helps us. If you know beforehand that the purge is actually going to transform something for you, on different levels, might be emotional, mental, or spiritual, or even physical, then I think you're more willing to actually have that purge.
Right.
Whereas when you are ill, you just feel, I'm ill, and it doesn't really feel like you're getting better. There are certain, lineages that call the purge getting well, which I really like. Instead of saying you're throwing up, you're getting well while you're doing it.
That.
Yes. And in many traditions, you will shout out the word viva when you throw up. Viva! You call the name Viva Sam, which means you live.
Yeah, to live.
Yeah,
right.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So going backwards, just I don't want to say founding, but the discovery or the creation, whatever, of ayahuasca, like traditionally it feels like this was used. What was it used for? Would you say? Because right now we use it for healing, mm-hmm. In the Western culture, mm-hmm. a lot.
I think it was a rite of passage.
Oh, okay.
So from being a child into becoming a man or a woman. It was used for definitely healing, but rite of passages is probably what they used it initially for. Yeah, and obviously the shaman of the tribe would commune with the medicine and then bring forth his wisdom, his visions to the tribe.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and that's why I said Kambo, because there's this story about this one tribe in the Amazon that was really ill, and ayahuasca told the shaman to use the frog venom to make the tribe better. And so he was able to save the tribe because it was almost getting, extinct.
Right.
And so that's why we say Kambo and ayahuasca are really good friends. They work really well together.
It's amazing. I mean, if you haven't tried ayahuasca or psilocybin, I mean, these type of plants, those are the two that I've done. I haven't done combo. There's obviously a lot more too. But if you haven't done it, it's really hard to know what we're talking about because the plants know. Like it's almost like the movie Avatar. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but for the listeners,
Yes.
like you just get this feeling that you are the plants. The plants are us, and you never look at a tree and think like that they could tell you something or bring up these thoughts and realizations.
Yeah.
So ayahuasca, you've been leading ceremonies for healing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I would say probably a little bit more than 10 years ago, I drank the medicine myself, and from there, I just really felt this is something I want to bring to people. I want to create space for people that sit with me in circle and get the benefit of this beautiful medicine. But the way I work is I like to go deep. I like to take people by the hand and go deep into their subconscious. So for me, working with the medicine is amazing because it's doing exactly that, and I don't have to take any part in it because I know the medicine has so much wisdom and so much beautiful insights that
we're just looking
I'm
at
sorry.
some amazing birds.
Yes, there's just a beautiful hawk that just passed over us, and it's sitting in a tree over there. Beautiful sign for me.
Yeah, you are a bird person. Right?
I am a bird person, and I really look out for my spirit animal. So thank you, Hawk, for showing up today.
I love that.
Yeah. So working with the medicine then in smaller circles, family, friends, I really felt the calling to bring this out to the public and create circles, small circles, where I and the other person I'm holding space with can really tune into the individual. So we have, not more than 10 people in the circle, and I can really be there along their way, along the journey, wherever the journey takes them. I can tune in, I can facilitate one-on-one if necessary throughout the whole ceremony. What we also do is we use breath work to start off our small retreats that we offer. We feel this is a beautiful way of cleansing, of detoxifying, of grounding, of maybe even identifying more what the intention is for the ceremony, just to shed the first layers that that come with every person, that especially come with people that journey for the first time. There's anxiety, and I think with using breath work to pull them into their body, to ground them, is a great way to kick off that, the whole retreat setting. And the way we facilitate is always with sharing circles. We always make sure that everybody speaks out where they are at right now in their journey, how they feel, and where they want to go, what their miracle looks like at the end of this weekend. And that way we help them, we listen, we identify, we help them integrate, we help them understand what happens in the breath work, what happens in the ceremonies, and we totally believe in 2 ceremonies in a row. It just helps you to go deeper, to let go more of anxiety, of expectations that you might have in the first time around you doing this. We have a lot of first timers that come.
The sharing circle is very strong. You know, a lot of people might just hear of ayahuasca and they might think that people are just wanting to have a trip, you know, and just like trip out and just like go on psychedelic and see some cool visions and whatnot. But you're really getting to the core of what's bringing someone here, because you guys work with people that want to be on a path of healing.
Exactly, definitely, and I think that's also the only people we attract. We don't take it lightheartedly. It's a beautiful, very profound medicine that we're using. Same with the breath work, also very, very profound. So we make sure we do a screening beforehand. We have a questionnaire. We make sure that you're off your medication before you start the journeys with us. We obviously send out dietas, like hopefully every other person does that offers ayahuasca.
Let's talk about the dieta. What can you tell us about that?
The dieta is it's not only making sure that you eat the right things, and when I say the right things, I mean you should exclude sugar, salt, nicotine, alcohol.
Kombucha even. That was tough for me.
Yes, fermented things, definitely. Meat, spices. There's a whole list of things that you don't have to remember now, but
right.
It makes sure that your system is clean, that your system is balanced, that it's not aggravated by, too much salt or too many spices, or that's the food side. But then there's also the other side, that other stimulants you want to cut out, like violent movies or excessive, just
anything negative, right?
Well, I don't believe in the word negative so much, but anything that is excessive. We want you to come balanced into the ceremony, grounded. So there's, get sleep, go into nature, meditate if you can beforehand. Don't overwork before you come. We want your mind and your body to be balanced. And so the journey will be so much more profound and easy for you if you actually stick to this dieta. And this dieta is, you only have to do this for 7 days beforehand. You can obviously do it longer. For us, it has become a lifestyle. This is how we live and how we nourish ourselves, basically.